my boss, the distinguished His Excellency, distinguished President of the Senate, my bosses and leaders, Your Excellencies, the governors and deputy governors, honorable ministers, my colleagues, senators from the Federal Republic of Nigeria, members of the House of Representatives, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the new Telegraph, I have the honor and privilege of giving this award to Nigerian Communications Commission for being the best regulator in the nation for the year 2021. I wish you the higher performance and greater experience so that you can win future awards. Thank you.
And distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we take a 3-minute break, and once again I unleash on you the force of a band that's taken its art all over the world, from Lagos to America, from America to Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Vintage Band. ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Nigeria's most authoritative newspaper in politics and business, we move on to the next set of awards. And to present the first award, I would like to, with all respect, invite most distinguished Senator Adeola Olamileko Yayi. Can I have a round of applause for him, please, as he steps up to present the next award. Alongside Senator Opeyemi Bamidele. Can I have a round of applause for them, please? The next award, ladies and gentlemen, is for the Governor of the Year 2021 in Digital Economy. And this award goes to a man of great unique cordiality, achiever par excellence, and darling of the people of Ogun State. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage Governor of the Year Digital Economy, Prince Dapo Abiodun, Governor of Ogun State.
Dapo Abiodun, Governor of the Year in Digital Economy. Prince Adedapo Olusegun Abiodun, MFR, Governor of Ogun State, was born on Sunday, 29th May 1960 into the family of late Dr. Emmanuel and Mrs. Victoria Abiodun of Remo in Ikenne local government area of Lagos State. Both parents were teachers. Abiodun began his career with Glock Incorporated USA, where he worked as cost accountant between 1989 and 1991. Thereafter, he returned to Nigeria and immediately embarked on an entrepreneurship voyage. He was chairman of a number of successful businesses, which include Cresta Hydrocarbons Limited, OMS Hayden Exploration and Production Limited, Hayden Petroleum Limited, Alamnet and Innovative Ventures Limited, and First Car Limited. His experience transcends the private sector. He also served as a member of various presidential committees, which include the Presidential Think Tank, set up by President Olusegun Obasanjo in 2001. He was appointed chairman, Oil and Gas Committee of Ogun State in 2009, and served as chairman of Depot and Petroleum Product Marketers Association from 2012 till 2019. Prince Dapo Abiodun in 2018 was appointed chairman of Corporate Affairs Commission by President Muhammadu Buhari and led a number of reform initiatives that standardized and improved the business registration process in the country, leading to a higher ease of doing business ranking for the country. His active involvement in the political process dates back to 1998, when he contested and won the Ogun East senatorial seat on the platform of the defunct United Nigeria Congress Party, emerging as the youngest senator-elect in the country. The victory was, however, truncated by the political developments in the country that aborted the Third Republic and the assumption of office of the elected political office holders. He later joined the People's Democratic Party in 1999 as a founding member, on whose platform he contested in the primaries for governorship ticket in Ogun State in 2002. His message of building our future together resonated and was well received.
Ladies and gentlemen, Prince Dapo Abiodun, Governor of Ogun State.
Your Excellency, on behalf of New Telegraph newspaper, it's really my pleasure. And of course, let me say that I'm here with my colleagues from the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, led by the President of the Senate. And we are particularly happy that an award like this is not an award that is given just because it is an annual ritual. It's not an award that can be bought because it is never on sale. Your Excellency, we have no doubt that you have spent time, quality time in your state to address the yearnings and aspirations of the people, and we're all very proud of you. I also have no doubt that the leadership and management of New Telegraph are doing this in recognition of the fact that the people of Ogun State are satisfied with your leadership. Nigeria celebrates you, and that is the essence of what's going on here tonight. So on behalf of New Telegraph, Your Excellency, I am happy and I feel privileged to present to you the award of Governor of the Year 2021 in the area of digital economy. Thank you, Your Excellency, and this is hereby presented to His Excellency Prince Dapo Abiodun and my friend and colleague, distinguished Senator Yayi Solomon Adeola, representing Lagos West, who definitely is also an illustrious son of Ogun State, was determined by the leadership of New Telegraph to assist me in presenting this award to you. So we both congratulate you on behalf of New Telegraph once again. Thank you, Your Excellency, and congratulations.
Congratulations, Your Excellency. The next award, ladies and gentlemen, is Governor of the Year, Education and Housing. This award goes to His Excellency Babagana Umar Zulum, Governor of Borno State. A round of applause for him.
Babagana Zulum, Governor of the Year Award in Education and Housing. Born on August 25, 1969, in Manfa local government area in central Borno State, Babagana Umar Zulum joined the Borno State Civil Service in 1989 as an assistant technical officer at the Ministry of Agriculture, and in 1990, Zulum was admitted into the University of Maiduguri for his bachelor's degree in agricultural engineering. As an academic, he rose through the ranks in his teaching career to become the Deputy Dean and Acting Dean of the Faculty of Agricultural Engineering of the University of Maiduguri, where he entered as an assistant lecturer. Due to Zulum's potential, the state governor, Kashim Shettima, in 2011 appointed him as rector of Ramat Polytechnic, his alma mater. Dr. Zulum, following his academic pedigree, is elevated to a professor with specialty in soil and water engineering by the authorities of the University of Maiduguri.
The Governor of the Year 2021, Housing and Education, His Excellency Babagana Umar Zulum, Governor of Borno State.
Your Excellency, the President of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, leadership of the National Assembly, distinguished colleagues, Your Excellency, the Governor of Lagos, the Governor of Ogun, on behalf of the New Telegraph, it is my pleasure to present to you this award as the best governor in education and housing. I have no doubt in my mind that the commitment of His Excellency Governor Zulum to these two sectors has made the New Telegraph to present him with this award. So on behalf of the New Telegraph, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you very much. To present the next award, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite most distinguished Senator Jibril Durrell to do us the honor. The next award, ladies and gentlemen, is for the Governor of the Year, Youth Empowerment, and it goes to Mr. Gender Equality, Mr. Youth Empowerment, the Governor of Kogi State, His Excellency Alhaji Yahaya Adoza Bello. A round of applause for him.
Yahaya Bello, Youth Empowerment Award. Governor Yahaya Bello of Kogi State is a prominent Nigerian entrepreneur with diverse and humongous investment interests across several sectors of Nigeria's economy. Old friends agree that not only is he divinely blessed, but that he was blessed early. They testify that he became a billionaire before his 24th birthday, nearly 15 years before his foray into politics. Alhaji Yahaya Bello, a chartered fellow of the Association of National Accountants of Nigeria, and rapid promotion within a short while when he joined the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission as Revenue Officer 2 and later accountant and then head of the department at his employer's zonal office in Makurdi, Benue State. Ever restless for fresh opportunities, Bello took the bold step of voluntarily resigning from the civil service and became a full-time entrepreneur. His Excellency Governor Yahaya Bello is the chairman and founder of the Kogi Youth Arise Group, the political action group with which he prosecuted his campaign for office in 2015.
Ladies and gentlemen, Governor of the Year, Youth Empowerment, His Excellency Yahaya Adoza Bello, Governor of Kogi State.
Your Excellency, the President of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Your Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State, Your Excellency, the Governor of Ogun State, Your Excellency, the Governor of Abia State, distinguished senators, please permit me to stand on the existing protocol. I have the honor and privilege to present this award on behalf of the New Telegraph to His Excellency, the Governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, which is Governor of the Year 2021 Youth Empowerment. Congratulations.
Congratulations. The next award, ladies and gentlemen, is Governor of the Year 2021 Courage in Leadership Award. And this award goes to His Excellency, the Governor of Benue State, Dr. Samuel Autumn. A round of applause for Dr. Samuel Autumn.
Courage in Leadership Award. Governor Samuel Autumn was born on April 23, 1961 in Guma, local government area of Benue State. A politician, an accomplished businessman, and a state administrator and leading philanthropist, Dr. Autumn was elected governor of Benue State in 2015 and was re-elected and sworn in for a second term in May 2019. The young Autumn went through primary and secondary. Samuel Autumn graduated from the Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, where he obtained the Interim Joint Matriculation Board Certificate in 1995 and a diploma in journalism in 1998. Chief Autumn did not stop there, as his thirst for higher knowledge later took him to Benue State University, where he obtained an advanced diploma in personnel management in 2001 and a master's degree in public administration in 2004.
I am Charles. Ladies and gentlemen, Governor of the Year, Leadership in Courage, His Excellency Dr. Samuel Autumn, Governor of Benue State.
Your Excellency, the President of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Chairman of this occasion, please permit me to stand on the existing protocol. I have the honor and privilege to present this award, the Governor of the Year, Courage in Leadership, to His Excellency, the Governor of Benue State, Dr. Samuel Autumn. Congratulations.
The next award, ladies and gentlemen, will be presented by Senator Sami Abdullahi, Deputy I would like also to present the award, the Honorable Minister for Youth and Sports Development, to please join us. I'd also like to invite His Excellency Prince Dapo Abiodun to also please join us in presenting this award, and the editor of the New Telegraph to please join us on stage to present the next award. The next award, ladies and gentlemen, is a Lifetime Achievement Award in Politics award, and it goes, ladies and gentlemen, to a game changer, a strategic and visionary leader, a pace setter, disciplined and effective reformer. Ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency, the Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. If your hands are not too busy, please, let's put them together for the one and only. You're not clapping, ladies and gentlemen. You're not clapping. You're not clapping. You're not clapping, ladies and gentlemen.
Senator Ahmed Lawan Lifetime Achievement Award. Senator Ahmed Lawan, an erudite scholar and experienced legislator with over 22 years of service, having been first elected into the House of Representatives in 1999, emerged President of the 9th Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria on June 11, 2019. He was born on January 12, 1959 in Gashua town of Yobe State, and graduated from the University of Maiduguri in 1984 with a BSc in Geography before proceeding to the University of Cornell, United States, where he obtained an MSc in 1991 and a PhD in Remote Sensing and Geographic Information Systems in 1996. Senator Lawan worked with the Yobe State Civil Service as an education officer in the Ministry of Education from 1985 to 1986. He later secured a teaching job at the University of Maiduguri, where he lectured for 10 years. The motivation to further serve his state and country compelled him to join politics in 1998 as the vice chairman, Yobe State chapter of the All People's Party, now defunct. In 1999, he served as the secretary of the Electoral Committee at the APP National Convention. Later that year, he was elected into the House of Representatives, and after 8 years of meritorious service, he was elected as a senator representing Yobe North Senatorial District in 2007. Senator Lawan, a consummate politician, has performed with distinction in both legislative chambers, chairing several committees including the House Committee on Agriculture, the House Committee on Education, and many others. He also served as chairman, Senate Committee on Public Accounts, as well as the majority leader of the 8th Senate. The President of the Senate, who has been conferred with several traditional titles by several communities across Nigeria, is a holder of the national honor of Commander of the Order of the Niger, CON, at present, Senate President, Senator Ahmed Lawan.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, winner of the Lifetime Achievement Award in Politics, President of the Senate, Senator Ahmed Lawan.
Most distinguished Senate President, Senator Ahmed Lawan, Your Excellencies, and in particular, Your Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Your Excellencies that are here present, I see my brother, Your Excellency, the Governor of Abia, and all other Excellencies that are hereby that are represented here at this award ceremony. It is indeed a pleasure of mine to give this very prestigious award. to an illustrious son of not just Yobe State, but Nigeria, someone who has served his country meritoriously in the red chambers. Today, he is no doubt the longest serving member of the National Assembly. Having served, I believe, for about 22 to 23 years. He has chaired so many committees, including the Senate Committee on Defense, Agriculture. He has led the Senate very well. He deserves to be continuously recognized as a distinguished gentleman. The Senate has recorded a lot of progresses, a lot of peace, a lot of stability. The party has become larger under his watch. No doubt, most distinguished Senator Ahmed Lawan is more than deserving of this lifetime achievement award in politics that has been bestowed on him by the New Telegraph. I believe this decision by the New Telegraph is also a decision that anybody else in this country would definitely have allowed that. Most distinguished, it's my pleasure to give you this award. I'd like to congratulate you and pray that this award brings more successes and more victories. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. God bless you, sir. Thank you, Your Excellencies. Thank you, most distinguished. God bless you. Senator Orji Uzor-Kalu, I have arrested you. You're not going anywhere. You will help me do the next award. The next award, ladies and gentlemen, is for a careful planner, a prudent manager of resources, and a man with an avowed commitment to the welfare of his people. Sound, charismatic, visionary, with an uncompromising determination to take Lagos to the next level. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, winner of the Governor of the Year 2021 Good Governance, Mr. Governor of the Center of Excellence and State of Aquatic Splendor, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, Incident Commander Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu,
Lagos State Governor. He is a man of many parts. In a little over 2 years as Governor of the Center of Excellence, the indefatigable Sanwo-Olu has continued to sustain the megacity legacy of Lagos State by commissioning numerous laudable projects spread across different sectors of the economy, including health, education, housing, agriculture, and security, among very many others. Governor Sanwo-Olu, a diligent administrator, was elected as Governor of Lagos State in 2019, and since his assumption of office has continued to advance the frontiers of the common good, the uplift of Lagosians, and the construction of enduring bridges and platforms of peace and security. His dexterity was optimally tested in 2020 when Lagos became the epicenter of the COVID-19 pandemic. But, assisted by a cabinet filled with talent, Governor Sanwo-Olu, who was the incident commander of the COVID-19 response team, provided exemplary leadership not only to the state but also to the nation at large. He rose stoutly to the occasion and was the first governor to come up with a response plan, which was sold to the presidency and formed key input into the national response plan. In the same vein, the #EndSARS protest, a popular civil action which later transformed into an inglorious orgy of violence and destruction overnight, brought the Center of Excellence like the East Wing. But as a man built for the occasion, Governor Sanwo-Olu was among the first responders, and his government was the first to package the palliative measure, institute a judicial inquiry, and compensation for victims. This idea was also sold to the presidency and successfully adopted as a model for response action across the states of the Federation. Intelligence, Meticulous, balanced, visionary, and passionate. Governor Sanwo-Olu's pedigree as a thoroughbred technocrat with rich experience in private and public sectors has been duly extolled, especially with the gradual implementation of his themes agenda, an acronym for his administration's 6 strategic development agenda, namely traffic management and transportation, health and environment, education and technology, making Lagos a 21st century economy, entertainment and tourism, as well as security and governance. In the short span of his administration, Governor Sanwo-Olu has proven to be a great asset to Lagos State and Lagosians from all socio-economic and political backgrounds. Born on June 25, 1965, Sanwo-Olu holds a BSc in Survey and Geoinformatics and an MBA from the University of Lagos. His track record in the private sector is marked as a treasurer at the former Lead Merchant Bank before joining the United Bank for Africa as the head of foreign money market. Governor Sanwo-Olu subsequently moved to First Inland Bank PLC, now First City Money Bank, from where he retired as a deputy general manager and divisional head. In the public space, his career began in 2003 when he was appointed special advisor on corporate matters to the then Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Femi Kebro, and later in the same capacity to Governor Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He was later appointed the Commissioner for Economic Planning and Budget in acting capacity. In 2007, he became the Commissioner for Commerce and Industry under the administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Following the general elections of 2007, Mr. Sanwo-Olu was appointed.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, a man who needs no introduction, Mr. Responsive, Incident Commanding, Governor of the Center of Excellence, Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, Governor of the year 2021, good governance.
Mr. Chairman, Your Excellency, Senate President, Your Excellencies, Governors of Lagos, Ogun, Abia, and former governors here present, distinguished senators, may I have the honor, on behalf of the Telegraph Newspapers Corporation, to give this articulated man, a man of vision, a man that I admire so much, that anytime you call him, he picks his phone. A man that knows his job. A man that can be in Ajegunle now and be in Victoria Land in the next 3 hours. A man that I see during the COVID with his Honorable Commissioner for Health running around to see that the life of Lagosians that is saved. I have the singular honor of giving you this honor of Governor of the Year to the glory of God. Thank you very much.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the next award goes to a man.
Thank you. Mr. Senate President, Mr. Senate President, oh, you have seen me. Senator Ahmed Lawal, my colleagues, the Excellency Governor of Ogun and Abia, most distinguished senators of the Federal Republic, cabinet members of our various states, especially Lagos State that are here, ministers, captains of industries, distinguished guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, let me formally welcome all of you to Lagos, and welcome you to the Center of Excellence, and welcome you to the State of Aquatic Splendor. We want to welcome Telegraph, its entire management and board, to the heartbeat of the nation. And what Telegraph has done this evening is not only for me, it's not about me, it's about governance. It's about truly, really passing on the dividend of democracy to our citizens. And indeed, it's an honor, and with every sense of humility, that I receive this award very big, very heavy. On behalf of the entire 22 million Lagosians who continue to support our government, who continue to see that indeed the journey of the greater Lagos is on course, who continue to bear with the little inconveniences of all of the infrastructure that we're doing, who continue to believe that indeed the hope is not lost on us, and that who continue to encourage us to do more, to do better, and to do all of the things that is required. On behalf of all of you, I want to thank Telegraph, I want to thank your management. You have taken this to a high level, we will do more. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Incident Commander. The next award, ladies and gentlemen, goes to Mr. Buy Nigeria, Mr. Innovation, Mr. Business, and Mr. Young Business Supporter. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to join Senator Orji Uzor to present this award, I'd like to invite the Senate Deputy Chief Whip to please do us the favor of presenting this next award for Governor of the Year, SME Development. Ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency, the Governor of Abia State, Dr. Okezie Victor Ikpeazu, who is accompanied by four national MSME award winners,
Dr. Okezie,
President of the Aba and Umuahia Chambers of Commerce.
The Governor of Abia State is a native of Umuahia in Ubato Autonomous Community in Obingwa local government area of Abia State. At the age of 16, when most of his peers were still in secondary school, he was admitted in 1980 to the University of Maiduguri to study clinical biochemistry and graduated with a BSc Honours Second Class Upper Division in August 1984. 4 years after his master's, at the age of 30, he obtained a doctorate degree in biochemical pharmacology from the University of Calabar. Before his voyage into the nation's political space, Okezie Ikpeazu lectured in several educational institutions in the country. He was elected the Governor of Abia State on the platform of the PDP and was sworn in on May 29, 2015 for his first term in office and was re-elected for a second term under his party, the PDP. Under Governor Ikpeazu, Abia State has fast regained its position as the small and medium-scale enterprises hub of Nigeria. Recently, the Footwear Academy and Aba-based footwear manufacturing training firm won an award of excellence in leatherworks at the national. Under Governor Ikpeazu, Abia State has fast with Aqua Small and Medium Enterprises MSME Awards held in Abuja. Since
the ladies and gentlemen, the Governor of the Year, SME, the Governor of Abia State, Mr. Buy Nigeria, Mr. Innovation, Dr. Okezie Victor Ikpeazu, Governor of Abia State. Thank you very much. The President of the Senate, distinguished Senator Ahmed Ibrahim Lawan, who is the CON, who has just been given a lifetime award in Holidays. The Governor of Lagos State, the Center of Excellence, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the Governor of Ogun State, all other dignitaries, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Today, with glory to God, I am singularly privileged to present this award to the Governor of Abia State, God's own state, Mr. Buy Nigeria, rightly so. This is the new policy that we are giving teeth to
And we thank Mr. Governor for doing that. It is no doubt a very timely award because today Nigeria is in need of diversification of the economy. And like President Muhammad Buhari said, we should consume what we produce and produce what we consume. And this singular policy intent of Mr. President, the Governor of Abia State, has given not just action to, is showing results. I want to, on behalf of the New Telegraph, give this award to the Governor of Abia State, which is an award to recognize his effort in supporting small and medium enterprises in Nigeria as exemplified by the cluster in Abia State. Mr. Governor, my singular privilege and honor to hand this award on behalf of the New.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. I've been to Abia and I see the great things they're doing to sell Nigeria to the whole world. And from how the governor is dressed, you can see that he's selling Nigeria.
Our dear Senate President, permit me to hide behind you to reach other distinguished members of the National Assembly that are here. My brother governors, especially our host governor and my other brother, the governor of Ogun State, other excellencies here present. I stand here on behalf of the hardworking, innovative youth of Abia State who inspired me by their efforts in China when I sent them for capacity building on the use of machines for shoemaking. They took away 3 jobs from Chinese. And I said, wow, if my boys, who had not seen a machine before, can within 2 weeks take away jobs from Chinese, a country of 1.3 billion people, then there must be something in them that can inspire us to greater heights. I dare say that of the 4 limiting factors, power, marketing, automation, and market share that we encountered in 2015, by the special grace of God and support of His Excellency and Commander-in-Chief, President Buhari, we've been able to touch virtually all of them. Today in Abia State, we no longer use hand and scissors to cut leather. We have the most ultra-modern factory for shoe production with capacity to produce at least 5,000 shoes per line as I speak. And His Excellency the Senate President blessed us with his visit to commission that project just a few days ago. He also prayed for us, and we have eventually and finally solved the problem of power in Aba by the closure of the geometric deal by Afreximbank 3 days ago in South Africa. I'm sure that Aba Ring-Fence area will indeed be the first enclave, business enclave in Nigeria that will have not only uninterrupted power, but uninterruptible power to the glory of God. And we have also established an SME bank to support SMEs in funding. I'm sure that Abia State and the youth of Nigeria will place Nigeria on the platform in Africa continental free trade. If we don't support them, then we have no business in that part. But because I know we will support them, Nigeria will eventually conquer Africa and the world. Thank you very much and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Governor. Thank you, and thank you very much indeed. The next award, ladies and gentlemen, is for the most innovative senator of the year 2021. And this award goes to Senator Mohammed Sani Musa. Thank you. Senator Mohammed Sani Musa. This award will be presented by His Excellency, by Mr. Governor of the Center of Excellence, Mr. Babajide Olúṣọlá Sanwó-Olú, assisted by his brother, Governor of Ogun State, and his brother, Governor of Abia State. Thank you very much, thank you. We are live on Arise TV, and we thank you for your support. Governor Babajide Olúṣọlá Sanwó-Olú, Incident Commander, Mr. Selibo, Prince Dapo Abiodun, Governor of the Gateway to Excellence and Industrialization, and Governor Ikpeazu, Mr. Sell Nigeria, Buy Nigeria, will present the award of the most innovative senator in Nigeria to Senator Sani. Mr. Governor, please join us. Thank you very much. Please come closer, come closer.
Excellency Senate President, this is also one of your strong lieutenants, one of your strong, able colleagues that have also been brought up here. And you can see the array of most efficient senators that have trooped out and have come out in large number to support the chairman of the Senate Committee on Service Matters. It must be a very, very powerful, most distinguished senator. Senator Mohammed Sani Musa, for this award as the most outstanding senator in the 9th Assembly, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Senator Musa, it's an honor to be, for 2021, it's an honor to be handing over this award to you. And with the array of your colleagues that are here, it goes to confirm that indeed it's deserving of you and the trust in your leadership at this point in time. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Governor. Mr. Governor, I will not allow you go because the next award you will be presenting with the Senate, with the whip of the Federal Republic, Senator Orji Uzor Kalu. And this award is for the Man of the Year 2021 Economy. Man of the Year 2021 Economy. And the winner, ladies and gentlemen, is Mr. Godwin Emefiele, Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria. Man of the Year 2021 Economy, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, Governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, here represented by the Deputy Governor of the Central Bank.
Once again, on behalf of the New Telegraph, it's my honor that I present to the #1 banker in the country, the Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, as the Man of the Year 2021. Mr. Emefiele is indeed the governor with a full balance sheet. He's the only governor that does not need an election to be so addressed. And it's an honor that the award is being passed on to him, and to receive the award on his behalf is the Deputy Governor, also of the Central Bank of Nigeria.
His Excellency the Governor of Lagos State, the Senate President, distinguished governors, I would like to, on behalf of my boss, the Governor of the Central Bank, express our deepest gratitude to the New Telegraph, the management, ownership, the editors, and all those who found my boss worthy of this award. I think it will be an impetus for him and the team around him to continue to do the work for the betterment of the bank, the country, and all Nigerians. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much. A man who believes in counting money, printing money, and not talking. Especially, ladies and gentlemen, the next award is the political icon. The political icon of the year 2021. Presenting this award is the MD and the Whip. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is the Governor of Ekiti State, Dr. John Kayode Fayemi, the Governor of Governors. JKF.
I present to you the award, Political Icon of the Year, Governor of Ekiti State, His Excellency Kayode Fayemi.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The next award, ladies and gentlemen, is for the Bank of the Year 2021. To present this award, still the MD and the Whip. The Bank of the Year 2021 is First Bank of Nigeria Limited. Chairman Telegraph, Mr. Kule Gidado, can we have you on stage? Thank you very much. First Bank. Every time I hear First Bank, what comes to my mind is that song. First Bank, you, una well done. First Bank, you, una do well.
I present to you Bank of the Year 2021, First Bank Nigeria Limited.
Thank you very much. God bless you. The next award, ladies and gentlemen, is for the most outstanding public servant of the year. This award goes to the Director General of the Forestry Research Institute of Nigeria, FRIN, Professor Adeshola Adepoju. Mr. Kule Yomi, can we have you to help present the award? The editor, every editor-in-chief will be here throughout, as we do all the other awards. Thank you. Most outstanding public servant of the year, Prof.
Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of New Telegraph Publishing Limited, publishers of New Telegraph titles, I am highly honored to present the award of Most Outstanding Public Servant of the Year to Professor Adeshola Adepoju, Director General, Forestry Research Institute of Nigeria. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you. The next award, ladies and gentlemen, is the Public Integrity Award of the Year. This award goes to the Managing Director of AMCON, Mr. Hamid Kuru. Can I have a round of applause for him, please? Mr. Hamid Kuru, congratulations. To present the award, I'd like to invite the MD, Mr. Oyewumi. Please do not leave us, Mr. Oyewumi. Mr. Ahmed Kuru, congratulations.
On behalf of New Telegraph Publishing Limited, I am glad to present the Public Integrity Award 2021 to Mr. Ahmed Kuru, Managing Director, AMCON. Congratulations.
The next award, ladies and gentlemen, we have just 3 more awards to go. 3 more awards to go, after which we'll hear from a statesman. Ladies and gentlemen, the next award is the Outstanding Bank in Agri Support. And this award goes to Unity Bank, PLC. Unity Bank. Unity Bank, PLC. Mr. Ayodele Adenu, do not leave us. Thank you. Unity Bank PLC.
I present to you Outstanding Bank in Agri Support 2021, Unity Bank PLC.
The next award, ladies and gentlemen, is the Banking Product of the Year 2021, and it goes to Switch by Providence Bank PLC. Switch. Switch by Providence Bank. Switch by Providence Bank. Congratulations. The next award. Switch by Providence Bank.
I present to you Banking Product of the Year 2021, Switch by Providence Bank.
Bank of the Year 2021 International Expansion Merger and Acquisition. Access Bank PLC. Access Bank. Access Bank PLC. Grant me access. Access Bank. I'd like to recognize and welcome the Principal Eniola Bullock.
I present to you Bank of the Year International Expansion, Mergers and Acquisition, Access Bank PLC. Thank you.
The penultimate award for the night is the Media Icon of the Year 2021, and it goes to Unduka Obiegbena, the Prince, Founding Chairman and Editor-in-Chief, This Day Newspaper, Chairman, Arise TV and Arise Play. To present this award, I will respectfully invite the Senate President to do us the honor, after which he will make Mr. Kule Pidado, can we have you present the award, please? Thank you. Mr. Eniola Bello, can you please receive on behalf of Prince Unduka Obiegbena? Mr. Eniola Bello, please step up to receive this. Thank you very much. God bless you. The last award for the night, ladies and gentlemen, is the Banker of the Year 2021, SME and Agriculture, and it goes to Mr. Ifie Sekibo, Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer, Heritage Bank PLC. Award to you for the Outstanding Media Icon of the Year. Congratulations. The final award for the night is for the Banker of the Year SME and Agri, Mr. Ifie Sekibo, Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer of Heritage Bank PLC. Mr. Ayuaminu, please do not go. Present to you the Banker of the Year 2021, Smiles and Agri, Mr. Ifie Sekibo. ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of all awardees, I'm talking to us is His Excellency, the Senate President of the most populous black nation on the face of the earth, Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Lifetime Achievement Award winner in politics, His Excellency Senator Ahmed Lawan. Can I have a round of applause for him as he talks to us? The Senate President is very dear to my heart. So apart from me, he's the only other person allowed to use a rostrum at this event. Can we have a round of applause for him, please? Mr. Senate President.
Your Excellencies, the Executive Governors present here, particularly our host, the Governor of Lagos State, my brother and colleague, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, also a fellow awardee, Your Excellency, Governor of Ogun State, Governor Dapo Abiodun, Your Excellency, the Governor of Abia State, Dr. Keze Victor Piazzi, the representatives of other governors and fellow awardees, Mr. Chairman, the chairman of this event, Professor Chike Obi, the chief host of this occasion. Let me recognize the leader of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Dr. Abdullah Yahya, the Chief Whip of the Senate, very distinguished Senator Orji Uzor Kalu, other principal officers of the Senate, very distinguished and honored members of the National Assembly present, honorable ministers, the CBN Governor, the clerk to the National Assembly, captains of industry, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press. I've been requested to speak on behalf of all of us, the awardees. I take this privilege very seriously, and I want to thank the management and board of the New Telegraph for the honor done to us. To whom much is given, much is expected. These awards certainly are meant to make us do better going forward. Let me particularize my comments on the politicians who have received awards with me here. Our executive governors who have done extremely well with very little resources. And I want to commend our governors for doing so well. For us, politicians, especially those of us who are elected, we have that onerous responsibility and duty of performing in whatever way we can with whatever resources are available. We have to be focused, like our governor from Ogun State, who has received an award for being an exceptional governor in the area of digital economy. Or of course, Governor Piazzu for providing employment opportunities for our youth in Abia State. And I was privileged to commission the Ayimba automated shoe company in Aba about a week or so. And of course, our host governor is an excellent example of what we can achieve in an administration that remains focused on providing development for the people. For us, in the Senate particularly and in the National Assembly generally, this ninth Assembly, I'm sure, is the major reason why an award was given to me. But I want to take us back to what the chairman of the board of New Telegraph said in his remarks at the beginning. And he said, accomplishments are lifetime. Today, I'm 22 years plus as a member of the National Assembly. And therefore, if I'm Senate President today, by the grace of God, and we are able to achieve some feats in the 9th Senate, I have to show my gratitude to my colleagues in the House of Representatives, where I served for 2 terms of 8 years, 1999 to 2007, and to my colleagues in the Senate, where I started my journey in 2007 to date. This is a different Senate from the previous ones. As far as I can remember, I've never seen a Senate chamber that is so united, that is so determined, that is so focused on achieving great deal of good things in legislation and representation for Nigeria like this one. I've never seen one, and this is my 4th term in the Senate. When we came in 2019, and our colleagues decided to give us the opportunity to serve them, we all decided that this time around, we must work for Nigeria. We must work together regardless of our political dispositions. And so far, the 9th Senate and indeed the 9th National Assembly has recorded a great deal of successes. But that is not to say that we don't have our failures. We have. It's in this Senate that we have been able to pass the budget before Christmas. In 2020, we passed the budget before Christmas for 2021. And today, by the grace of God, we are going to pass the budget for 2022 before Christmas. That, I'm sure, gives the executive arm of government the opportunity to start the implementation of the budget in the first month of the new year, that is January. I want to also add here, and I want to thank the chairman of the board of New Telegraph, that it is this Senate and indeed this National Assembly that broke the jinx of passing the petroleum industry bill that defied passage. All previous efforts, and I was a player in all those efforts from 2008 when the first PIB was presented to the National Assembly by the Umar Musa Yar'Adua administration. All the efforts failed. But in this Senate, we have been able to pass it, and Mr. President was able to assent to it, and this is one very important historic and in fact a central pillar of legislation for our country. We have passed other legislations, but our country certainly faces some challenges. Some we could resolve through legislations, others through sustained and focused policies. So I believe that as politicians at all levels of governance, we should work together, we should complement each other, we should partner and ensure that we deliver services to the people of our country. And to our citizens, we are human beings who will fail in some areas. What we expect from you is to always give us an indication that we are not doing well in certain areas and propose ways out, or at least contribute in making us to do better. Nigeria faces security challenges, but I think there is certainly determination at all levels of government to fight the insecurity that we face. In some areas we have succeeded, in others we are still working hard to succeed. What is important is for us to continue to remain focused, remain undivided, remain united as a people. Crime by anyone is crime. If someone in an ethnic group commits a crime, he is a criminal, regardless of what he is. It doesn't matter. The country is supposed to fight against such person. Criminality should never be given any name, and criminals should not enjoy any support from any group, even if it is from their ethnic group. Finally, in conclusion, once again, I want to take this opportunity to thank the New Telegraph management and leadership for giving us these honors and awards. And I want to assure the New Telegraph management and leadership, and indeed Nigerians, that these awards will spur us to do more. I have been named, mine is said to be Lifetime Achievement Award. I'm only 62 years. I don't have to be an occupant of a political office. I must continue for the rest of my life to continue the development of my country. So regardless of where I find myself, and we are praying to the Almighty God that He spares our lives so that we are able to contribute to national development of our great country. I recall that this morning, in an event in Abuja, in a keynote address at Dialogue on Democracy, an event organized in honor of the former president, President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. The keynote address given by a professor from Senegal, Professor Abdoulaye Bathily. He said, Africa needs a peaceful and strong Nigeria. And I would dare say that the world needs a peaceful and strong Nigeria. And we can be peaceful as anything, and we have all the potentials to be.
All our days should please step on stage with their awards. Man of the Year, Economy, Lifetime Achievement Award in Politics, Governor of the Year, Good Governance, Political Icon of the Year, Governor of the Year, SME Development, Governor of the Year, Courage and Leadership, Governor of the Year, 2021 Youth Empowerment, Governor of the Year, Education and Housing, Governor of the Year, Digital Economy, Personality of the Year, Youth Development. Ladies and gentlemen, the Vintage Band. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Vintage Band.